Don't go up there! Careful, careful, careful. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Don't go up there. Very stupid. Don't go up there! Silly cyclists.
Welcome to episode 36 of Silly Cyclists. I'm your host, Cycle Gaz, and we'll be starting right off at number 10. This clip's from Bad Swindon road users, and we have two people, one bicycle here. There's certain ways you can carry a person on a bicycle that probably is rather safe. I don't think this way is the best way. Emergency stops are compromised. You got reduced visibility, and it's a bit tight there as well. If you've got someone with larger legs or larger hips, you might have a bit of problem pulling on the brakes. So definitely a little bit silly. At number 9, we have a cyclist who cycles through a red light and through some pedestrians crossing. Clearly, obviously not the safest thing to do. There's always potential to hit someone and you look a bit silly. At number 8, we have another red light jumping cyclist taking a left turn again and joining the flow of traffic. Luckily, he does it just before the traffic starts to flow, so not too much danger, but still very silly. At number 7, we have a clip from Wheelie Good, and you're shortly going to see this cyclist here, in fact, cycling no lights, so nice little ninja here. Luckily, Wheelie Good's kind enough to light up his reflector with his front lights, and shortly you're going to see him just follow this car on the right round on the right turn, no indication. He does a small shoulder check, but still not the best thing to do. Another cyclist here with no lights, nice little ninja. He's going to cross in front of some traffic, and obviously this is in America, so the car can turn right, and luckily he sees him last minute, but if you've got lights, it's going to be easier for them to see you. At number 5, I'm going to have to say I'm partly silly in this myself. I'm not covering the brake properly, and that cyclist gave no indication that they were going to go right. Luckily he stopped in time, but both of us could have done better. At number 4, we have the return of the Salmon Cyclists. Seems like these guys are getting really popular. Perhaps they should stop advertising the kind of cycling they're doing. But this guy really shouldn't be teaching his kids to cycle in that way. There's a perfectly good cycle lane on the other side that's very similar. At number 3, we've got a Pavement Cyclist. Obviously, he's doing this just to skip the traffic. And he's going to come back onto the road with this car. It's just changing lanes, nearly hits him. Completely in a blind spot, the car driver's not expecting anyone to be doing that. At number 2, we have the classic filtering up the inside of a large vehicle. These things, despite their size, can actually move around on the road pretty quickly. So, you can see here that gets really small really quick, and he's going to, very close to getting his handlebars clipped. If they get clipped, that's it, you're going down. And your bike might get dragged under the vehicle, and that's it. You're stuck for your journey home. You're walking home. Number 1 here, I'm going to have to hold my hands up. I make the odd mistake now and then. We all do. None of us are perfect. And the cars here, they turn left, and I wasn't expecting the last one to stop suddenly, and it did just as I was accelerating. And my thigh just tapped the back of it. Not too hard. Driver didn't even notice, and there was no damage, so I just continued on my way and joked about it with the guy that rushed up my inside just before, and because I shouted out to him to be careful. Anyway, this episode's Savvy Cyclist. I like this guy. He did a good bit of cycling, good bit of control. It's the guy in front in black. Car turns right across our path because he's been let through by other cars. He sees it coming, brakes, and manages to hold 2 little rear wheel slides from the wet paint. So very good control, very good reading. Got my thumbs up for that. You've been watching episode 36 of Silly Cyclists. You can click the video below to watch episode 35 if you missed it. And thank you very much for watching, and cycle safely.